Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for another emergency meeting. Someone saying here, more emergency meetings and goals. Listen, man, we have to talk, man. We have to talk. Serious conversations again, man. This manager's killing me. The players are a disgrace. Everything's a disgrace. But we're going to unpack everything here. I had to bring Traps in from the Mandem talk. You know what I'm saying to you? Traps got a Christmas hat on, but yo, that's the only festive spirit you're going to get, mate. You know what I'm saying to you, like, don't let them ruin your Christmas, you know. Traps, don't let them ruin your Christmas, you know.
Hey, listen, Chris, season greetings and all that, yeah. But listen, I've come bearing gifts today, yeah. And the gifts I've got is revelations for all you, man, talking about, give him time. Who else you gonna get? He needs more players. Bruv, listen, man. Right now, yeah, it is lunchtime, yeah. And on the menu, we have 10 Erics, yeah, and 11 shit players, mate. That's what we have.
Reality. That's a reality. That's a reality, man. Facts. Big up to Traps anyway. We got man like Ash in the building. Ash, how are you, man? I know family time and that soon, but bro, they're gonna make your mood go bad, man. What's going on, man? They might have tried to ruin your Christmas, man. What's going on here, man?
Just trying to depress us, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? But we can't be, to be honest, because we've seen it. Do you know what I mean? It's been what now? 4 games without scoring a goal, so it's to be expected. I can't imagine any of us here were expecting us to go and beat West Ham today. I wasn't, and I'm hopeful. Do you know what I mean?
I thought 1-0 United.
Did you?
I thought a scumbaggery win. Yeah, I thought we were going to nick it 1-0.
Say, come on, when's the last time we beat a team in the top 10 away from home? Do you know what I mean? I just instantly, you look at that, and Ten Hag's not that guy. He can't do it. So, yeah, nah, it's same old, and you know what? I'm amazed he's still in a job. I'm amazed. I think the only reason why he still got his job is because, you know, the semi-takeover or whatever.
Exactly.
That's the only reason why.
Facts. That's what we were saying just before on air, man. But big up to Ashes here. Before I introduce Flawless, Adi Wallace says, get this fraud out of my club. The ball fraud got to go. Listen, flawless, man. Chat to me, man. How are you feeling anyway before football? Have you got your presents sorted out? Have you got everything ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I packed that earlier. Still, I had to go do the Christmas shopping real fast. So yeah. I did that beforehand, before actually doing the game and doing the watch along, which legit put me to sleep. Like I missed the Liverpool Arsenal game. I fell asleep after the United match. So like that's how like just boring it was. In regards to this emergency meeting, I've said it to you before. You might as well just call them meetings at this point. And I wasn't surprised by what I seen. I wasn't. That's why I don't even think they're emergencies. None of us were shocked by that performance or that result. Someone would have said United are going to lose this game 2-0 and the performance will be poor. We all would have said, yeah, I could see that happen. Like at this point, if you don't see especially our performances, win, lose, or draw, our performances always look like that. That performance wasn't too different from the Liverpool performance, apart from the fact they took a couple chances. And we missed a couple chances. Yeah, facts. Like that's just it. Don't surprise me. Managers, word to Rhino, man. The manager's dinnered. He's cooked. The players are not good enough. It's a wrap. Like anyone now backing this, I don't know what is it. The most losses since before Christmas, since the year 1930/31.
Man, just breaking bare records for fun.
Hella records.
I told man, the next record for this man, the next record for him to break, is for us to go 1-0. This is what probably happened against Villa, We'll go 1-0 up, before half time and lose the game, that has never been done.
Because it's not happened at Old Trafford, where we've been up at half.
That's the next one. That's the next one. And then what you gonna? What? I don't understand. Listen, like I said, I feel like an emergency worker, man. I'm just here on emergency man them talks. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm working overtime. But listen, man, let's get down to it. It's like, what more does anybody want to see? Like, now, what do you want to see? Like, what do you think could happen here?
He needs all his players back for it to get
right.
Martinez has got to come back. Martinez has got to come back. Casemiro's got to come back. Luke Shaw's just getting fit because remember he's the glue.
Yeah.
We also have
Maguire.
We also got the best chance created, the guy who's created the most big chances in Europe as well. So he's going to get it right once the attackers sort themselves out. Even though we haven't scored in 4 games, and I think we scored the same amount of goals as Luton Town in the Premier League. But let's not let that get in the way of it. So yeah, man, calm. Casemiro, Martinez, Shaw once he's back up and running as well. Rashford once he hits form.
You know what? You know why? Because you look at that team today. It was 4 players. Only 4 players that were there before Ten Hag. Do you know what I mean? So you look at there, and that's 7 players that were his men that he signed. The majority of the team there, so he's got no excuses to say, "Oh no, it's not my players, it's not my team, it's not." Okay, you can argue with some of the young kids being brought through, and that we expect teams to bring through young kids. You see it in Newcastle with Miley and that. You see it, and them. I mean,
but you see when you get injuries. Yeah.
They've actually been our better players as well. Like I thought the centre back Will did all right today. He didn't have much to do, but what he did.
Yeah.
Most passes than any other player on the field.
I didn't look at him and go, right, you're dead.
You know what's mad as well, though, yeah?
Before you go, Traps, I'm just going to read this super chat quickly because it says here, firstly, big up to King Lay says, firstly, big up the panel. Secondly, Anthony has 2 assists and 7 goals in 58 games. We have a hologram in goal. Our striker hasn't scored in 14 games. He has scored 5. He has 5 to score at least 1. Eric Ten Hag has lost 13 out of 25 games.
Hey, I'm not going to lie before you go. I'd love Hojlund to be 1 in 5 striker. Please. You know what I'm saying? If he was a 1 goal in every 5 chances, it would be much better off. He wouldn't be 0 in 14.
You see, today, between Anthony and Garnacho, they passed the man one time between them. These men couldn't spot a runner, if they work security for Sainsbury's, blood. Yeah? I'm telling you this now. These men are shit, fam. They're so shit. Anthony, for me, like I keep getting onto. I see him do some wild passing. Man's passing to the advertising boards today and that, bro. I don't know what was going on with him, like. But to me, look, at the end of the day, Anthony is Anthony. Yeah, he shouldn't be playing. The manager keeps playing him. Why? I don't understand why no one in a press conference. Yeah, because I see certain man when we having conversations and whatnot. Why are they not asking the manager these questions? Like, why do you keep playing this player? He hasn't scored for this long. He hasn't assisted for this long. Yeah. Why does he keep playing? Like that's it's simple.
No, the crazy
Question.
part is
Don't
about
sit
that.
there in a press conference talk about we did well for 70 minutes. A game ain't fucking played for 70 minutes, bro. It's not played for 70 minutes, bro.
Hey, Traps, sorry to cut you off. You know what's crazy about what you just said in regards to, why is he not playing? Why is he still playing? He's not scored for this long. He's not assisted for this long. That's insert player name here. I don't know who you're talking about. You could be talking about both players.
I'm talking about.
That's the point I'm making.
To be fair, no, you are right. To be fair, you're right. But I'm sorry, yeah. But like
that could be Anthony, that could be
Garnacho,
Rashford, etc. Like that's insert player name here. That's the worrying part. You could have picked 4 or 5 players.
Yeah, I mean, Rashford come on the pitch. Rashford is not playing for this manager no more. I don't know what's going on with the manager, but he's not playing for this manager no more.
What's worse, his form or his trim? I can't lie, I don't know what's worse, man. The trim or his form. This super chat here. Listen, respectfully, Tox, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I've answered a lot of these questions. Since you want Eric Ten Hag on, who do you want to manage? Because nothing's gonna change with the Glazers still in charge. I hear the Glazers.
No,
everybody here wants the Glazers out.
You know what it is, yeah? You're too nice to these super chat man, them, yeah. You're too nice to them.
Chat to them.
Yeah,
you're
sitting there saying raw like, nothing's gonna change because of the Glazers. So hold on a second. So the Glazers tell my man to sub on Rashford and take off Hojlund. Rashford don't want to play striker, yeah. Hojlund had no service, but he comes off for the 2 man that's supposed to be giving him service. So what are you blaming the Glazers for here? What are you blaming them for? What are you blaming them for? Yeah, they give man £80 million to go to go and grab his man because we've seen the story come out this week about how man was pushing for reinforcements and told them to go as far as possible with X, Y, and Z. And as a result, they've got Anthony. And to be fair, he's there out to get caught by his predecessor today. Kudos. So what is this? What is the Glazers have to do with this? I'm not having this no more. Yeah, the Glazers are shit. Yeah, fuck the Glazers, whatever. Yeah, but real talk today. The Glazers, nah, bro. Forget the Glazers. Forget Joe and them, man. Yeah, this is them, man. This is them, man, that you watch today.
Facts.
Sometimes it's just an... Go, sorry.
It says, Rainer says here, Eric Ten Hag is embarrassing. How dare he come out and say we played well when there's a plan? Disgraceful manager. He needs to get sacked on Christmas Day. I doubt that's going to happen. Big up to Zamir says, big up saying we are top of the league. Saying we are top of the league. I'm guessing Arsenal there. LJ says United got twisted more than bro. That's
hey, facts. You know what I'm saying? And this is me with my hair not done. I need to get it done still. I hear you, LJ. Facts. I need to get this done still.
But yeah, man, talk to me, Ash. What are you gonna say there? Sorry to cut you off, bro.
Yeah, no worries. I was saying it's an easy excuse now to blame the Glazers, but when you look at it, the training ground and the training facilities, okay, they're not the best in world football, but they're still top tier facilities. Do you know what I mean? Like we are still at least top 6, top 7 facilities. You look at the money he's had what 400 million, and he signed his guys as well. It's not like he's being forced to play players that he doesn't want. So there's no excuse. There's no saying, oh, it's the Glazers' fault. He came out in a press conference and said, oh, we controlled and dominated the game because we had most possession. But if you look at that first 45, 60 minutes, whatever it was, you could say that West Ham controlled the game because all we were doing was passing around the back. They were very comfortable. They never took many shots. Okay, they took 2 shots on goal. But again, we took a few shots on goal. So the idea that we controlled the game, to me, controlling the game is creating chance after chance and looking like we're going to score. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 times, but even then you were still thinking, we're not scoring, and every time that West Ham were attacking, we were nervous. You're there looking, thinking, we're going to concede here. It's the same week after week and there's no improvements. And you look at these players, and to be fair, we're saying it's about the players and they're not good enough. I think these players are better than what they're showing. I think they're better than what this manager is. Do you know what I mean? I think for sure.
But also, though, just to put you on that point there, Ash, McTominay, look at the midfield today. Kobe Mino on his own in that midfield. Listen, I think McTominay should be nowhere near this team. But why is he playing far away from an 18-year-old? That's on the manager.
Yeah, of course. That's tactics. He's been told to do that. Otherwise, he's ignoring the manager, which I don't think he was doing, because if he was doing that, I don't think the manager would pick him. So therefore, he must be listening to the manager's instructions, of course. Now, the manager's instructions have we seen?
I'm telling you now. Let's go. If you go through that lineup, Aaron Wan-Bissaka came back from the brink of. They wanted to sell him. Yeah. Then you've got a young player, Willie. Willie, what was his name? Willie something.
Kambala.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he came in.
Kambala.
It's his first opportunity. Johnny Evans, a veteran of the club, yeah, professional, just gonna play. Yeah, Luke Shaw just come back from injury. Onana, his guy. Yeah, Maino, a young player again. McTominay. McTominay's a squad player and should be used as and when. And everyone knows his defensive frailties. That is not his strong point. He should be playing high up the pitch and be an attack-minded player. But nevertheless, he's been at the club since he was 5 years old, and he's on the pitch. Yeah, you go forward. Anthony, that's Ten Hag. I don't know if they're blood related or he's got some kind of ransom. I don't know what's going on with them two, but he's his guy. Garnacho, I don't know. Yeah, Garnacho for me is the type of player he should be trying to break into the team. He should be starting week in, week out. But nevertheless, he's been given opportunity. He's a young player. Hojlund just come. He's a young player. All them players have something to play for at Manchester United. You see the ones that are on the bench and the ones that are not playing, and they're the ones, yeah, that can't be asked with this guy, bro. Every player on that pitch today had a purpose to play for themselves. You know what I mean? Not for the manager. He's lost that dressing room. I promise you that now. He's lost that dressing room, and I don't know whether it's completely but the players that he's selecting as it stands right now are players that are playing because they've been given an opportunity that they ideally didn't think they'd have.
You know what's crazy, yeah, guys? Yeah, we're seeing what is it? The worst defeat. How many defeats in a calendar year did he say?
13. No, before Christmas.
13. 13, man. And the year's not over, by the way. The year's not over, by the way.
14's incoming. 14's incoming.
Sorry.
14 is incoming.
Maybe 15. You don't know with Nottingham Forest because we're playing on 30.
You might don't think we're gonna beat Villa, nah? You're not beating Villa.
No. Hell no. Hell no. Are you mad? Broski, Villa are going to pack us, mate. They're going to pack us. Like, genuinely, I don't know where to start with this team, you know. We play boring football. We can't score goals. We can't defend. Like, what are we, man? Like, genuinely, what is the definition of this?
We're a badly managed, we're a badly coached team. That's what we are. We're a badly coached team. Simple.
You know what? That's probably the most accurate description of us. And that's where my issue lies with the team, with the manager, and with the players. Because are these players better than what they're showing? Yes. So that's why I don't fully blame Ten Hag, because I've said it before, I'll say it again. Where does self-pride and self-accountability come into it? Like, all right, the manager's not good. If you, man, at this, I don't want to play for the manager. Forget all of that. How about you play for yourselves? How about you play for the fans? Like, that's what it should be. Again, it's about self-accountability. That's my biggest issw with this. It's like,
yeah, people do you really think it's the players, though? Because I can't. Yes. I'm looking at the players, and I see that they've got the ability on the ball.
You know why?
You know why? What to do when they've got the ball?
You know why I think it is on the players as well? Because if there was no manager I was managing, they should perform better than that. That's my biggest issue. Is we've watched other teams with managers who are not as good perform well. I always use Chelsea as an example when they won the Champions League with Di Matteo. I think it was Rudiger who spoke about it in his book and said, this manager's not very good. We're just going to take it in our own hands and do the and obviously our team is not as good as theirs, but my point is it's self-accountability. Like, yes, these men are limited. So on top of being limited from a skill set perspective in terms of technical ability, also they ain't got it mentally. Because why is there question marks about them being, or are they playing for the manager or are they not? Like, that shouldn't come into it. How about play for yourself?
I think we can all agree, right, that these lot can play better. And what is the reason why they're not playing better? There's reasons why they're not playing better. Because of how the manager handles the players, how the manager probably handles certain things on the training ground, what he demands from him.
Yeah, they don't know what to do in the final third. They have no idea when they've got the ball what to do next. There's no off the ball movement. There's no runs in behind. There's just everyone as soon as they've got the ball. There is. Listen,
there is. Today I watched it myself. I see today. Anthony has the ball, right? Hojlund makes a run. He makes a run across the defender, and he's in. If Anthony sees him, he's in. Ignored. The ball goes out wide onto the other side to Garnacho. What does Garnacho do? Run to the byline, get his feet in the mud, ball goes out for a corner, for a goal kick. But that's what I'm trying to say. That man was coming around here talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin 3-16 formations, bro, and all this extra stuff that he's doing. Yeah, what he needs to be doing, he needs to turn at this present moment. He needs to turn that around. 6 at the back, mate. That's what you need to be doing. Yeah, because that's the only way we're going to get a result out here, bro. I'm just sick of dissecting this week in, week out of what he's doing, what's going on. Bro, look, it's no matter we don't know. None of us know exactly down to a T what's going on. But what we do know is that this cannot go on no longer, bro. It can't. It can't.
No. The pain must end. The pain must end, man. You know what I'm trying to say to you? The pain must end. Big up to Sam. He says there's no structure to your play. It confuses the players. Granted, they are average, but everything is off the cuff. Bro, the midfield, the way we play out from the back. How's our centre-back got more touches than McTominay? Did you say that, Ash? Yeah? Our centre-back had the most touches.
And that ties into, again, accountability from the players. Are the players average? Sorry to cut you off, Ash. Yes, but they're not even performing to our average level. Like, it's like, you know, when Onana passed the ball to Evans on the penalty spot and Evans passed it back to him, we almost like, I don't blame the manager for that. That's on Onana. I'm just using that. I'm just pinpointing that scenario, that in particular situation. I'm like, why are we playing it short to then kick it long? Just sometimes just go direct.
I hear all of that, Flores. I hear that. But why are you signing this goalkeeper? Why are you kicking goalkeepers out the club for this bullshit?
I get that in regards to an error, like in regards to signing Onana and how we're trying to set up. But I'm just talking about, so aside from that, one mistake, all right, don't make one mistake worse. It's a bad mistake in regards to sometimes just go direct. And then the thing is about going direct, even if you lose the initial challenge, even if you lose the ball, it's in the opposition half, or you might pick up the second ball in an attack. It's like, to me, that's where yes, the manager's not good enough, but this is why I also get on the players for just, you man are smarter than this. You don't need your hand held. Or maybe you do. Maybe it's looking that way. Maybe I'm giving you too much credit and you do need your hand held and you need to be told exactly. Because this is shocking, some of the just foolishness that I see our players do.
Could be as well, Flawless. Maybe just scared to death to make the wrong decisions because you've seen the coach, you've seen Ten Hag take out Varane when he's not because of tactics. Do you know what I mean? So
tactics,
that's true. And maybe if that's the case, I don't want you at Manchester United. If that's the case, it could be. If you're scared to go against the manager and you don't, in case you get dropped, I don't want you here. You're not a big enough character. Because we've known this in the Fergie era that other players have challenged him. Where's the character supposed to be? If you're at Manchester United and you're scared, which could be right. I'm not saying you're
said
wrong,
character there though, but these players haven't got character, have they? Do you know what I mean?
You know that issue.
No skill, no character,
no skill, no character. That's why I don't want them here.
Whenever it's a 50-50, do you expect us to win a 50-50? Even if it's a 60-40 in our favour, I'm not expecting us to win that. Do you know what I mean? The amount of times we back out of challenges and we don't even go in. How many aerial balls do we win? Do you know what I mean? We never win the ball in the air against another man. It's madness. Our duels are horrendous. Like we just
these man had me at halftime. Serious. I'm talking seriously. I'm talking that heartstring seriously. Missing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Missing him, bro. I was missing him.
How bad it is? You're missing your top. You know what it is?
You know why you don't say that? You know why they don't say that? I had people in my Twitter saying I'm not enjoying this, and I had one Twitter account here telling me that, but you wanted Ole out. Listen, man, two things can be right. Yeah, I can give credit to the fact that hold on a minute. I can say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer football to what some degree wasn't as this boring. Yeah, but he should also be sacked as well. So I get it, Traps, but two things can be right, mate. Ollie still needs to be sacked. I get what you mean. But that's how bad we are. Look how bad we are. Missing Ollie. You're talking about missing Ollie.
Ten Hag is below Ollie. Do you know what I mean? Ollie was above level, and we just wanted above Ollie.
You know what's
that's all we wanted.
Missing Ollie is like missing your toxic ex because your new gal is also a piece of shit. Like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it mistaken. Just because your new gal is, you know what I'm saying, worse than your ex doesn't mean that you go get your ex back. That means you go get a new gal in total.
Facts.
Like that's what it is.
Yeah, but Flawless.
Chaps has been going back.
That's good times, man.
Yes, look at you in it. Yeah. You remember the good times until Remember the bad times. You know what I'm saying? Stop remembering that she's leng, man. Stop remembering that she's leng. You know what I'm saying? And she's skilled in certain areas. Yes.
You see, like people's going like, remember the trophies he won. But let's be real, The only thing that separates, Ten Hag and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at this present moment in time is a Carabao Cup. Bearing in mind, he went to a final He went to a final and lost it on penalties at the goalkeeper. It got down to the goalkeepers. Yeah, so realistically, it's a very, very, very thin line, you know.
Yeah, facts.
Very, very thin line.
Yeah.
The fact is, when man are putting, I don't remember man putting up like pictures of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Gary Neville's a time at Valencia though. I don't remember that. Happening. So. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Honestly,
you know what, Traps? It's not even a thin line when you look at it. When you look at the amount of results that Ollie used to get, how many times have we seen us win 5 by 5? How many times have we seen us score 5 goals in Ten Hag?
This is what I said. This is what I said to Saeed before he started the show. I said I remember. That's what I was remembering at half time. How many times did we used to batter teams under Ollie? Teams got battered under Ollie. Don't get me wrong. You used to get it wrong, but when he got it right,
yeah. And you know what? You always used to feel as well at 2-0 down or 1-0 down, there was still something left in the game because it was Ollie, because of the magic of Solskjaer.
Who was the comeback kings under Ollie? Remember?
This is all
We
well
go
and good.
1-0 down now, game over.
It is game over, but this is all well and good. This is the times your toxic ex didn't want to argue with you and used to cook occasionally, as you could cook banging food. That's it, but it was occasional. Like that's why I'm not doing the history thing.
Yeah, but we missed that food. Do you know what I mean? Flawless.
That
food tastes too nice. You're not tasting that kind of food for a long time.
But before you go, before you go, Gareth says here, McTominay, Bruno, Rashford, Hojlund, Anthony, Amrabat, Martial. None of these will start in a proper 6 team. Big up to Samney. He says, Arteta buys a player, we question him. Then we see what role he's trying to fill. Then it starts to make sense. With Erik Ten Hag, he just walks any player and every player hoping one fits. That's why he stumbled on McTominay. You know what's mad?
I don't know about that. But McTominay's been around for a lot longer than Thingy, and he probably will remain around for a lot longer than he does afterwards as well. But you know what it is? You know what it is, Flawless? You know what it is about this toxic X thing? Yeah. You know, you see, for me, yeah, Ollie's a bit old. He's a bit of an older thing. You know that man used to like her back in the day, like 99 times when she was flexing hard. We've got history. You know what I'm saying? We've got a lot of history going on. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
and that's what kill you.
We can't
nostalgia,
go back,
exactly. Nostalgia will kill you. We just need to go get a new gal in total. That's what it is, man.
But,
man.
If I'm being honest with you, and I know the chat's gonna cook and it's gonna be bad, yeah. But right now, I take Ollie and Rangnick back right now, this minute.
I wouldn't move forward. Trap. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Go back to X analogy, man. You still don't want to go back to that toxic times, man. You don't want to go back. You want to move forward. Just because you're in a bad place doesn't mean you have to go back to go forward.
To a bad place, yes. You don't go back to a bad place.
And stay there.
Ollie and Rangnick, bro. Rangnick was right about everything. I'm all thinking in my head, how can we patch this up?
Traps, you're gonna hit it and then regret it. Do you know what I mean? The moment it happens.
Bro, you know what's wrong with you, yeah? Listen, I'm tired of talking about Gal today, man. I had man talking about BBL today, bro, in my chat today. Bro, I love the Gal analysis today, man. Broski, what's going on today? Man, I'm talking about toxic X. Man had BBL talk today. Bro, what's going on today? Why can't
we've not seen a goal for 4 games, do you know what I mean? We're desperate. We're on it. Do you know what I mean? We need to see some kind of action.
Listen, do you know what's the most worrying thing about the whole situation? There is no talk amongst the press or anything, or any sort of movement of managers being spoken to or any sort of there's nothing. This manager is like his job is like is safe as houses. There's no. I don't feel like he's under any pressure to unless they have been told already. Like, listen, yeah, you're done, but the thing's going on. Once the thing gets sorted, you're done. So he's just out here just doing whatever.
Yeah, but man. He's just chilling. Big up to Knowledge says Erik Ten Hag's a fraud. It's like that girl you thought was a peng ting in the club. Then you turn on the lights. Oi, listen, I seen it, man. It's a con artist. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Bro, we've been there. Everyone's been
facts.
there.
Facts. Facts.
Jake 97 says we have.
Yeah, but you know what the worst? You see all these men that are back in Ten Hag, blood. These men still want to take one for the team, blood. After man say, no, you don't have to, you know. You can
nah, they will, man. They chatted to her in the kebab shop afterwards and that. You know what I'm saying? Securing the thing, you know what I'm saying?
The kebab shop, bro.
Securing the thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And that. You see the man them securing. You're finalizing deals and that. Like, all right, let me
I need change. I'm not gonna lie. I need change, man. I need change.
Yeah.
The reason why we use the gyal analogy is to let you lot realize. You know what I'm saying? It gives you an insight. You feel me? It makes it
Insight,
more,
it makes it more easier
makes
to
the content
understand.
digestible. Yes, it makes it easier to understand.
And it's an unfiltered podcast. That's why it's called the MUFC Unfiltered Podcast. Jake97 says, we have some good young players. They just need coaching. A good manager will improve them. A good manager can install a winning mentality. And big up to Nicholas says, I still haven't got over Marcus Rashford. His trim.
Oh, he's calling me Dennis Rodman. That's what he said.
Listen, I told
Dennis Rodman, yo. Dennis Rodman. Oi, listen, that's that gal in that rave, yo. You see that? Well,
I told man about that trim, yeah. You see when you dye your hair, yeah? See when you dye your hair that color, yeah? You look like a Duracell battery. And if you want to be a Duracell battery, you have to cook, bro. You have to be on Duracell settings, bro. Yeah?
Bro, like, you know what it is, yeah? That trim is for the old. In my culture, yeah, you only get that trim when you get a bit older and that. You know what I'm saying to you? They dye their hair. You know, you see the Somali uncles in Hojlund and that. You know, you see them.
Yeah. With the beard and that.
That's what you do, man. You know what I mean? You might dye your hair a little bit. That I'm saying, like, I've seen my uncles do that. They want to flex. Oh, no grey hair. So you know what? Let me just flex it, bro. Like that's what it's meant to be. Not at your age, bro. Come on, man.
You know what? You know what it actually is. You know, Saeed. You know what it actually is. It's he wants to keep his media mentions up. That's all that is. You know, he knows that that's going to be shared on media because nothing in the game is going to be shared. Do you know what I mean? So that's how he keeps himself perpetuated with within the media and stuff. So that's what he's doing.
I can't believe
smart guy.
I can't believe people can sit down and watch this football here and generally think that this manager needs more time. He ain't got no more of my time.
More time for what? More time for what, though? More time for what? Tell me what we
real, yeah. I haven't
more losses.
The writing for me, the writing's been on the wall for a long time. And I did say to myself, I'm not going to games until this whole ownership stuff is sorted out.
I remember.
And I haven't been. But I promise you now, if the whole ownership sorted, I'm not going until this man's gone, you know. I'm not going. I promise you now, I'm done. This manager, I cannot sit. It's bad enough that I've gone and sat there and watched them lose 4-0 and give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I'm telling you, all these things have been present. You know, these 7-0s and these 4-0s and these 6-3s and they've been present all throughout his journey, bro.
Yeah.
It's never been a time.
Yeah. Big up if you
haven't beat a top 9 team in your whole tenure, and what?
Bro,
the only time if he gets more time, is break more records, more abysmal records. That's it.
Yeah. A big up to Ibn Maga said, don't know if you guys not saw the stat, but Garnacho and Anthony, we just said that. Yeah. Both had one pass between them both to Hojlund, sacked this ball fraud. Another one here from Tariq says, we were patient, but he exposed himself on so many levels. Ten Hag out. I think Ten Hag sacked himself, you know. He sacked himself, you know, when he's doing all of this. He sacked himself flawless.
Absolutely. Like, a lot of us I was at bargaining. I was in the middle ground, in step 3 or step 4 of the 5 stages of grief. All right, bargaining. Let's see if you can go back to, you know what I'm saying, what you were previously. Kind of like the girl thing. You know what I'm saying? It was great at the start. Can we go back to the honeymoon period? Then it just gets to the point where we're just not going back there. And Ten Hag's not going back there. So that's when I was like, all right, it's a wrap. The show's over. How much more evidence do we need to see? Because like I said, the pressure's getting to him. Word to Rhino, he's dinnered. Because all of the problems he's facing this season, we had last season. There's no new issues. There's nothing that's a problem now that wasn't a problem last year. And he dealt with the vast majority and still managed to get results last season. Still won a trophy, still reached the domestic cup final, second best home record, etc. And now all of a sudden it's a mess. It started in the window. Started with the Mount signing. It was all downhill. That was the first major red flag for me.
But he's coming back in and fixing this.
I'm not even getting onto that thing. But do you not think, right? Yeah, that you see the whole situation with Jadon Sancho and that. Do you think that Jadon Sancho has just looked at this situation for months back and said, bruv, this guy's finished, bruv? I just said, nah, this is long for me.
I don't think it's that. I think he just I think Sancho has looked at just the situation with him and Ten Hag. And like what happened with those two. Because I fully stand. I've said this from the jump and I say it again. If I was Sancho, I would have responded to the exact same way. I think he's just the only issue I think Sancho has with Ten Hag is what got said publicly. I think if it was privately handled, he'd be in the squad and playing and stuff.
He'd be in the squad.
Yeah.
Because he can't get any worse than these forwards. You can't get any worse than these forwards, man.
You know, if you could trust anyone, you trust Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? Ronaldo spotted it early, didn't he? You know, he knew this guy was a fraud. Do you know what I mean? You know, and even when Ollie was there and we had a static forward, a forward that wasn't tracking back, a forward that isn't getting involved in the play, you could say that's exactly the same as Hojlund right now. Do you know what I mean? Yet the ball was being fed to Ronaldo, and Ronaldo was getting goals. Whereas Ten Hag's not capable of doing that for Hojlund. He's not able to get the ball to him. He's not dropping deep. He's not getting himself involved in the play. Like most modern day strikers today, they don't just hang around in the box and wait for the ball to get to them. They're involved in the play. You look at Nunez, you look at likes in the past, some of the greats, okay, I'm comparing, but this is where we've got to get to. The Lewandowskis, the Benzemas, the Harry Kanes, they come and they get themselves involved in the play, have runners going past them, and then kind of catch up with a play and get themselves into a position where the ball will be delivered to them, or they'll just deliver it to, and they'll create assists for other players. You're seeing that Ten Hag hasn't got the blueprint to be able to do that with his team. He can't do it. These players, as much as we might rail on Anthony and Garnacho and that, these players, they're not horrendous players. They can't not make 10-yard passes. So this idea that
I can't lie, he's horrendous.
Anthony,
he's horrendous, bro.
Bro. You know what's mad here?
Bro.
But you know what's mad here with the Anthony one, yeah? You think he's going to do something. You're thinking, right, he's got a bit of build-up play. But when he goes in front of goal, when he gets in front of that goal, man turns into like I don't know.
He's like
you know, like, yeah. That's what we
mean. He looks good.
And Garnacho, listen, I put my hands up at Garnacho, mate. Listen,
he's a kid.
It's very, very, very difficult for me to back there, but you got to score there as well.
That's a sitter. That's a sitter.
Sitter, man. You got to score that, man.
You have to score that. But again, Garnacho, the fact that he was poor today and he's limited, he's our go-to guy. I think I said this last week and I've said it previous weeks on this show.
Yeah.
The fact that you look at our front four and we have a £70 million striker, we have an £80 million winger, and our go-to guy is the teenager from the academy. He's the guy we look to, like, get the ball to. All right, you're going to make something happen. You're the guy when we're playing at Old Trafford, when you get the ball, the crowd gets the noisiest. That should not be the case. Not saying, like, and this is not me defending him. He was poor today. Do I think he should be starting week in, week out? No. But the fact that he is a problem. You should. There's no way
the desperation of Ten Hag.
Guy.
He's desperate and he's just relying on him, hoping, praying that he's going to come out with some magic.
He's always desperate for Garnacho and Anthony because they keep their shape. They track back though, man. They track back well, so that's why Ten Hag keeps them in the team. Rashford don't want to do all of that dog work, so he's like, you know what? I'm not
still conceding, though,
well,
Saeed. So what's the point? Do you know what I mean? We're still conceding. It's one of those where you need to get players in forward positions. Get even at a point where get two strikers on. Do you know what I mean? You know, we've not even got two strikers really, have we? You know, but it's one of those where we're creating no chances. We're not scoring goals. When's it going to end? Can you see in for the rest of the season, Rashford getting 10 goals or even Hojlund getting 10 goals? Can you see anybody in this team getting 10 goals over the next?
Do we get 10 goals as a team in for the rest of the season? Do we get 10 goals overall?
Somebody's getting them out. Do you know what I mean?
There's no pressure on this man, bro. There's no pressure on this guy, bro, to perform, bro. He's just walking around like anyone would have thought he won 4-0 today, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Whoever took that picture is taking liberties, having the bubble.
Bro, they're taking liberties.
Yeah, they're taking liberties.
He didn't even pop on his head, man. He didn't even pop on his head. He just stayed on his head.
But you mentioned
that's another stat. Bro. I didn't even know this was a stat, 1992. I didn't know this was a stat, you know. I genuinely didn't know we broke this stat as well.
Hey, bro. We do have the best. We do have the midfielder with the most chances created in Europe in the past 5 years, so we will be all right. Well, you mentioned facts. You know what I'm saying? You can argue with the facts. They're the numbers, man. They're the stats of the stats. But Ash, you mentioned something.
Yeah, but he's not listen, we can say we can play the blame game here, but bro, if you look at it for what, like, whose strengths is he playing to? Like, what he sets up? Whose strengths is he playing to?
And this is where I blame him as well, because even not playing to their strengths, like you bought these poor tools. Because I don't think these players, our attacking players in particular, I've said since Ten Hag was here, I don't think are good enough. And we seen that last season. I don't rate our attackers like that. What attackers
he's stupid as well, you know, Flaws. You look at our midfield against Liverpool, Amrabat and Mino McTominay, fantastic performance there. Don't get me wrong, you know, you want to do better, obviously, but that's where we're at right now. A 0-0 at Anfield's a great result for us. Had a solid performance, and then he goes and changes it. You know, brings him back Bruno because he can't replace McTominay. What should have happened today was Amrabat should have started next to Mino and had Bruno just in front.
Was Amrabat on the bench?
Yeah, he was on the bench.
Yeah, he was on the bench. Yeah.
This is
what we're talking about.
Where he belongs.
Now, man, yeah. By the way, there's 2.1k in here, and we're only on 670 likes.
Hey,
Guys,
what is
come
this
on, man.
Manchester? What is this Manchester United?
Bro.
Actually, I would love Manchester United to have this type of conversion rate. Just bump up the likes, you lot. You know what I'm saying?
Just guys,
Just
like the
bump
video.
up the likes.
Come on, people,
I
man.
beg.
Let's get the likes up, man. We're not far away from 80k. We're less than 200 away. So if 200 of you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button right now. This comment here: we were dominant, but we didn't score. We were in total control and in and out possession. We gave them nothing until the 72nd minute when we switched up. You know how basic this understanding of the game is, man. Like, broski, we were never dominating the game. What's this guy on about?
West Ham were controlling the game. They were keeping us in our half passing.
I'm tired of this
The
guy.
thing is, yeah, we had possession. Cool. What did you do with said possession? If you want to say we controlled the game because we had more of the ball, cool. But what did we create? Take out the Garnacho one-on-one. There was the half chance where he should have shot and he crossed it. Other than that, what did we create? We did the same thing against Bournemouth, where we had a lot of the ball and created nothing.
Yeah.
Again, this falls on the manager because these are now your attackers. And our attack sucked last season, gave you the benefit of the doubt. Rashford was in great form. Okay, go and address that. And he hasn't addressed that. And like I said, when you don't have players who can produce individual pieces of magic, you then need to have a system in place to then help create chances. And we have neither.
Look at our goals, though. Look at our goals. What great team goals have we scored this
You
season?
don't score great team goals.
We haven't scored not one team.
And that ties into my point traps about not having a system in place. So because you don't have individuals who are going to produce, and then you don't have a system that's going to produce, this is why. But again, this ties into in the window signing the players we signed, because his offensive players have all been duds. Anthony, Mount, Hojlund.
Listen,
Terrible.
man. I just feel like
He's the three offensive players.
I know that obviously Musa says that he's concussed and that. I just feel like he's found the weed calf in Manchester or something, bro. That's what I think was happening, bro. I feel like he's been. I feel like
don't blame the weed. This is pressure, man.
Because I don't know what, bro. How can you sit there? How can you actually sit there? You must be a madman. You must be insane to sit there in a press conference and say that you and actually go on like we had a good game. Like what? Like
denial. Come on, man.
Like,
you know this trap.
We controlled the game. They controlled the game. Limited us to no chances and scored in there a couple of chances that they needed. Do you know what I mean? It's madness. It's bizarre. Yeah, we're great at passing the ball out of the back and building around the back. But when it comes into the final third, there's no structure. There's no kind of routines, no blueprint in that final third to get the ball into the box. Nope. How many times have we seen the ball in the box? We're not seeing players in the box with the ball, and it's madness. We see them go wide, and when they go wide, they don't even want to cross the ball. And when they do cross the ball, it's either hitting the first man or it's going wildly out of play. It's madness.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What player is this? What player has this manager improved? I don't think there's not a single one. I don't believe. If anything, he's made players regress. You look at Garnacho. Garnacho's starting to look a little bit stinky. Do you know what I mean? And it's Bruno.
But what the players he's brought in though, he's not playing Amrabat. He's not playing Reguilon. He's not playing. Obviously, he's got Onana in there, but even him, you know what I mean? It's a bit sticky still. You've got Anthony. He's not improving Anthony. Hojlund, he can't find a way to get him to score goals into the Premier League. What are you doing? So at the end of the day, yeah, and people say Wan-Bissaka, but Wan-Bissaka to a degree, yeah, but everyone else, there isn't. It's not clear. It's not clear improvement, is it?
Listen, Wan-Bissaka has not improved, bro. The disrespect for Wan-Bissaka was just high. It was a high disrespect. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka can play. He's good at defending. Like he's a good defender. No one's ever really questioned his defensive. Yeah, he falls asleep at times, and he still does that now. Yes, but at the end of the day, yeah, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, it was just pure disrespect. He has not improved Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That is, Aaron Wan-Bissaka can play. That's the truth. He can play. Yeah, so he hasn't improved nobody, bro. Like you got Onana sitting there saying the best goalkeeper in the Champions League can become the worst. Yes, you have, bro. You have. Congratulations, you have done that. That's what you've done. You've done that. That's what's happened. Like,
bro, we got Big Ben.
You know what? I'll never forgive him for Varane tactics. I'll never forgive him for Varane tactics. And you saw that when he came back into the lineup against Liverpool, how dominant he was. Leaving that man out, do you know what I mean? Ostracizing, 5-time Champions League, Varane, a madness. That I mean, we should have known with Ronaldo, do you know what I mean? That should have been the clear indicator right there. Because who does Ronaldo fall out with manager-wise? Usually, he toes a line, doesn't he? Like, we've never heard anything in regards to managers he's fell out with, really.
Yeah, but we backed,
Big
we
up Big
backed him
Ben.
though.
He says here.
We backed him though.
Also-
Everybody got behind the manager at that time. Yeah.
You know why that was, Traps? Because he was getting results. And I don't mind how he handled the Ronaldo situation, the Maguire situation, the Sancho situation the first time initially. And on top of that, he's getting results. Your system's covering up players' deficiencies as well. But when it all starts going wrong on the pitch, people start to look at those things and look at your signings.
Different.
Just how far, again, like I said, this is why it ties into what I said before about him having no new. If he had new issues this season, I'd understand why he kind of falling short. But pressure's different. That expectation's there now as well.
Pressure
Because when he
makes
first got
diamonds,
here, pressure makes diamonds or burst pipes. Like when he first got here, the bar was below the floor. So it's kind of like anything he was going to do was going to be of a level. And he actually exceeded, I think, general consensus of what we expected. Now, the season after is, all right, well, we finished the second best home record trophy. You have to at least match that. At least. Now it's a whole different pressure. And we're watching it. This is why when it comes to press conferences and he's saying foolishness and you see his lineups and substitutions and the Varane thing, that's only pressure.
Oh man.
That's
By the way,
pressure.
the substitutions, were a joke. Before I get to the substitutions, big up to Big Ben says fans who protect him because he plays players are the rejects. He refuses to play them before the better players and his silence. Eric Ten Hag has lost it. Knowledge says, saying if the manager is saying stuff like this, then publicly this confirms that he literally sends them out to play this way, and he believes they are doing what he's asked. What will end? When will it end, Robbie? That's true as well. The players they're a product of the environment and what you create, like what you're trying to do and what like. These players, by the way, are doing what the manager instructed them. Leaving Kobe Mainoo on his own in midfield is the same reason why Casemiro failed. The same reason why everyone believes that Amrabat is rubbish. There are reasons why we are getting exposed in that midfield. And that one there, like I said to you, nobody around him to help him out. Okay, Evans messes it up or whatnot, but end of the day, there should be people around him to like, you know what? I'm gonna put out that danger there. I'm gonna help him out. You know, we should
doesn't even learn,
like
Saeed. Last week again against Liverpool, we discovered. Well, he should have discovered that. You know, the two CDMs. Do you know what I mean? That's simple, isn't it?
Yeah. Just gives you. It's really simple, and it gives you just that solidified base. And the thing is, the two DMs don't even have to be phenomenal if they're both average and are both combative and cover ground, which Maino and Amrabat did, by the way. All of a sudden, you look so much defensively better. Like you said, after it's cut you off. It's not. It's really simple to watch. He sat and watched that. And then a few days later went,
Now we'll go back to the thing that we were losing all the time, consistently conceding goals. And we kept a clean sheet at Anfield, do you know what I mean?
Cold Steve Austin,
first team in the league.
Formation, bro. Stone Cold standard formation, bro.
Man, we just went to one of the toughest places you know what I'm saying, in the league. When they got a clean sheet, when everyone thought we was going to get packed. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Evans playing Onana, all these things, and you go, nah,
didn't learn a fucking thing, Flawless.
Just
didn't learn one fucking thing.
But I said that though. I said people. Yeah, go on, Flawless. I'll let you finish.
What crazy part about that is none of the coaches are telling him this. Hey, you know what? It kind of worked. Or even when it comes to accountability, how about the players? How about your captain and your leaders stand up? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I'm just saying, maybe
Bruno
they
Fernandes,
need to like
leader. Bruno Fernandes, leader.
I'm saying it. I'm saying, hey, you know what, Gaffer? Like, look at what we just did.
Where was he
Can
today,
we
by
just
the way?
try it?
They're scared to being sent to the shadow realm. Do you know what I mean? That's what
Hey,
it
you
is. They
gotta
don't
see-
want to
hey.
speak up to him.
Hey, you know what? You don't want to be a part of this anyway. Get sent to the shadow realm. Do your thing. You
Where was
save
he today,
yourself.
by the way? Bruno Fernandes, the captain of Manchester United today. Where were you, my friend? I don't see one thing that Bruno Fernandes did in that game. Someone tell me one thing positive that Bruno Fernandes in that game. Tell me.
Elite big chance creator, Saeed. Watch how you talk about the captain.
He tracked back from McTominay.
Yeah, he did.
Bro,
Because McTominay wasn't doing it.
Yeah, most big chances created in the past 5 years, Saeed, man. Watch your mouth.
Oh my
You know what I'm
days,
saying?
man.
Watch your mouth. Top
Big
class.
Yeah, but
Tony's
the thing
up.
is, but this is the thing. If you've got this machine, this creative machine that you've got there, bro, you've got to build your team around him, bro. Don't go and build a little bit over here, then build a little bit down there, then build it and expect it all to come together. Listen, the manager has made mistake after mistake after mistake, and at the end of the day, right, like if you keep making mistakes, it's either you are that deluded that you feel like this is going well for you, or you're just not up for it. Yeah, you're just not. And at the end of the day, he needs to be relieved of his duties. It's as simple as that.
Yes.
Man. He needs to be relieved of his duties. And man, they could take around and say, like, because this is what makes me laugh here. Like, I consider myself to be a good judge of character, you know. So if I look at someone, I have a conversation with them, I'll be like, you know what, he's a good guy, you know, or yeah, like, he's all right, or you know what, that one there, you know, keep your eye on that one there. I had my mind made up about this guy months ago. So realistically, all the shit that I've taken, over the last few months, I'm expecting to be sitting there now and be getting trolled saying you jumped the gun, this and that. Like, listen, and you know what makes me laugh? This is what makes me make my decisions even more faster nowadays, because I know an idiot when I see one, and he is an idiot, bruv. I'm sorry, he's an idiot.
Bro, you know what, man? Respectfully as well, man. Big up to Tony Stark says some fraudulent wins hiding how shit United really are. At least Chelsea have shown something. Find a good United performance this year. Bro, listen, that's the reality. All right, big up Shikar.
Big up my guy Sheik, man. Yeah, Sheik.
Yeah, big up Sheik, man. Big up, man. Still mad I had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning AM to watch that shit. Big up to you, legends, though. Happy holidays as well. Bro, big up to you, man. Listen,
big up.
Solidarity and big up to anybody that wakes up at a time.
Hey,
I don't think I would be able to wake up. I don't think I'll be able to wake up.
Because he was on my watch along with me. I told him, yo, if you want to go sleep, feel free. Yeah, Sheik, man, like, that's my guy.
Listen, to get yourself some rest, man. It's not worth it, bro. Just sleep. Go sleep.
You know what? I respect Sheik. I respect it, you know why? Because he was like, nah, we all go drown together. You know what I'm saying? Man just didn't leave me out there. You know what I'm saying? Man said we said we all do this together, man. We go drown. I respect it. That's true brotherhood, man. If that team had that type of energy, we'd be a lot better off. You know what I'm saying? Because
the mentality needs to change, man. Like you need to, like that's the other thing.
Everyone's giving up though, traps. Everyone's giving up. Everyone's giving up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, with United, what you've seen over the years, even with our best teams, it's always a mentality thing, right? The mentality has to be there. You don't have to be the best player. Darren Fletcher wasn't the best, but he had the mentality. Yeah, do you understand? Like these players were like Keane. He wasn't the best. He was good. He was a great, but he wasn't one of the top. He wasn't looking at Ballon d'Or or anything. You know what I'm saying? But he had the mentality. Do you understand? And these men don't have. There's not one player in there that you can say has got the mentality, bro. Like there's no mentality. Like,
you know what it is, Chuck? You know what I think it is? I don't think these men want to be footballers. I think they're desperate to get home. Do you know what I mean? They're desperate to get home and to do something else. Either be on the social media, either be playing games like with Luke Shaw and Sancho and the rest of them. But I don't think they get excited. I think for them, the most stressful part of their week is when they're playing on the football field. Do you know what I mean? And they just want to be off. They just want to get away. They just want it to be finished. And they panic and they're nervy and they look anxious. They don't want to get injured. They don't want to fight for the shirt. They're just not interested. And that's the truth of the matter. Which player on that football field looked interested, looked like they died for the shirt today? I don't think we've got one. Not got one.
You know the crazy part is what you just
said. Look at this stat, by the way.
All the superlatives, but all the verbs you just used to describe the players. The team mirrors the manager. The manager looks anxious, sounds anxious, is disinterested, seems like he doesn't want to be there, panicking under pressure. The team's mirroring the manager. And that goes to show why we fold them the adversity. And we didn't even get put under too much stress today and still lost.
No, we got, listen, look, that's what I'm trying to say. Look, I know in Ollie's tenure, I never saw this coming up. What's all this? 33
look at this, man. Look at this, by the way. Look at this, by the way, though, guys, yeah? Let me just take that off.
39 goals scored, I'll take that.
28 games, 10 wins, 7 draws, 11 losses, 39 goals scored, 38 goals conceded. Eric Ten Hag, 2023-2024, 26 games, 11 wins, 2 draws, 13 losses, 33 goals scored, 41 conceded. 41 goals, guys, we have conceded this season. We're not even past the new year. We're literally got 2 more games left, people. 2 more games left.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, look, if you look at that, that is a worse record than Gary Neville at Valencia. That's the one. This Gary Neville still gets stick for this till this day. Yeah,
that form retired him as a manager. That form for Gary Neville retired him as a manager. He was
exactly
never the same ever again. Constantly mocked about it. Ten Hag, still give him a chance, give him time. We need 5-6 more losses until people can make the decision.
Yeah, but for you, man, for you, man, what do you see? What do you see him? What position do you see him have to get into and to the moment where it's like, yeah, they have to do something. Something has to be done. What position do you want to, do you think it gets to a conclusion where there is no other alternative? He has to go, and he has to go there and then.
You know what's saving us right now, Traps, is the fact that
man, we passed that stage. You're more embarrassment, though. Like, even if the season kept going, yeah, bro, you know how mad this is, guys. This manager, if I look at the Premier League table right now, yeah, let me just bring you the Premier League table. I want to make this clear for people that think I've got an agenda. People think I'm just saying, you know what, Ten Hag out for no reason. Look at this here. Here it is. Look at this here. We are on 28 points here. Look at the goals scored. 18 goals scored this season. Look at this. All these clubs, by the way, scored more goals than us. Look at this. You're watching this, by the way, yeah? You're watching this. You mind watching this? Look, all of these. Crystal Palace, same goals. Luton Town have scored the same goals. Burnley Football Club have scored the exact same goals than us. This is what we're seeing right now.
We scored four more than Sheffield United. 5 more.
5 more.
And they're playing better football as well.
And they're playing better football, man. They just don't have the quality.
I'm telling you now as well, yeah. I'm telling you now, yeah. If you put Hojlund in that Luton team, he would have got at least 2 goals already this season. At least 2.
At least 2. Yeah. At least 2. You know what I'm trying to say? But broski, this is mad, you know, man. And like I said, this points, but United are 3 points behind City, and that's what people used to say to me. Yo, Saeed, why are you moaning? We're only 3-4 points behind. I told people, yeah, these results are not sustainable because I see the performances and they are not showing me a clear indication Man United is progressively getting better. It never showed me. Even when we won against Everton, I wasn't really happy too much. Obviously, I'm happy with the result, but I wasn't satisfied. Luton Town wasn't satisfied. Fulham, not satisfied. Sheffield United, not satisfied. Burnley, not satisfied. I can go on and on and on and on. How many times this season were you not satisfied by Man United performances? Can someone tell me where you like, Bobby Chelsea, but then Chelsea are shit.
Chelsea could have scored 2 or 3 in that game themselves.
You tried to give them the credit when you tried to give them. You not tried to give them big credit for that game. And I fucking told you these.
Bro, never. No. Hold on a minute.
Chelsea could have scored 2 or 3 that game. No, people forget.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah, they could have, but they are shit. But other teams we've played are not good. Let's not get it mistaken. West Ham are not a good side. West Ham are very average. Oh yeah, but that's not hardash. The bar's on the floor. The point that I'm making is that the vast majority of teams we play in the Premier League are not good sides. And on top of that, who have we played against this season who has been at their best to beat us? I don't think there's anyone we've lost to who has been who you go, right, they were 9, 10 out of 10 today. Who?
Yeah, but even if you look at the Man City of late,
yeah, they breezed past us.
Man City of late, yeah, have been stinky for over a month. Yeah, but when they come to us, they come to our backyard. Yeah, they just it wasn't even competitive.
And that's the point. That's the point that I'm making is, yeah,
so
like
that
we are
shows
no
you where
longer.
we are at.
Yeah, and
for me, the only game where I said to myself, this ain't over. We're gonna come back. Yeah, we're gonna score goals in this game. Was the Nottingham Forest game, and we did. Yeah, but it wasn't a good performance. I just thought to myself, Nottingham Forest ain't gonna be able to keep. They scored way too early to keep this up. Yeah,
that's the only. Awful.
We needed a penalty and we needed a man to be sent off.
Yeah, I think it was awful for the first minutes, and then after that,
the man got sent off. Man got sent off when it was 2-2. But I'm just saying that the only reason it wasn't because I thought we had the quality to beat them. It's because I said because Nottingham Forest weren't going to be able to sustain how they was playing for the first 4 or 5 minutes for 90. That's the only reason. But yeah,
bro,
man,
it's you know what I mean, man. You know that's what I'm saying. And you know what's mad? Yeah, all the teams around us, like they're not that great, but United are just we're in that little mid area. We deserve to be where we are. Like we don't deserve Champions League football. Someone said to me, "Oh, do you think United get Champions League football?" We're not getting it, man. We're not getting Champions League football. Unless you change it now.
Listen, today. You saw what you saw today was the reality of it. That was 7th place versus 8th place football. That's what you saw today. Yeah. Anyone could. And to be honest with you, if United played, they could have. They maybe have got a result 20% better. But that's not because they're good. It's because West Ham are not that great. So at the end, I genuinely believe that this manager is not get these players don't want to play for this manager. They don't want this. There might not be all of them, but there's a stronghold of players, group of players that don't want to play and don't buy into his shit. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah, but
I've never seen so many players get ill. Have you ever seen so many players in the season get ill? You know, they're out of the team because of illness. What's that saying?
To be fair, the canteen and that's got one star. They got one star the other day, so you know what I mean?
But they got what?
That makes sense now, doesn't it, Jimmy?
Goals, man. We got more ratings than goals, man. Yo, man, we got more ratings than we got goals.
If the kitchen stuff are getting more ratings than it, maybe they get on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Get us a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like it is.
Bro,
listen,
I'm telling you, man are eating rubbish food. You know what's mad? Yeah, Chucks. Listen, Chucks. Yeah, man are eating rubbish food. They can't train well. They got a manager who's not good enough. Broski, you know how mad we are. We can't even eat properly. This is why I said some food.
This is why I've said get rid of everybody from top to bottom, including the kitchens. I want everybody gone. Everybody involved in this regime bounce. You know what I'm saying?
If you're Sir Jim coming in, are you giving that 1.5 billion now for the 25%? Are you giving that 1.5 billion for 25% now?
Yeah,
if I'm Sir Jim now, I'm looking and I'm thinking I've got to renegotiate this deal. This is looking a bit stinky. I put in this bid when we were finishing third and in the Champions League and winning a League Cup and in an FA Cup final. And he's coming towards the end of the buying process now. And what's he investing into? Do you know what I mean? You look at this, what he's getting himself into now. I wouldn't be surprised if he.
I agree.
Structure with Jim Ratcliffe and Graham Potter. That's gonna make it better. Yay.
Say that again.
Who, me?
I mean, if I'm looking at the situation right now, if I'm Jim Ratcliffe, I'm saying to myself, boy, I'm gonna have to invest some serious money into this situation. And at the end of the day, right there, what's going on right now? I'm telling you, within 3 months, I'm getting the blame for everything. You know, me, I'm getting the blame for everything that goes on in this club. Yeah. So, is it even worth it? I tell them, listen, man, I'll be on the phone to him. I'll be like, listen, if you want me to be totally honest with you, I get on the phone to Jassim and just try and sort something out between them.
Bro, listen, I got his brother here, man. I got his son here, man. I keep messaging him every day, but it ain't happening, man. You know what I'm trying to say to you? It ain't happening. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not putting myself through that.
But I don't see how Jim Ratcliffe can even come in. Like, bro, I'm telling you now, yeah, this team needs, like, we're talking serious amounts of investment, serious offloading. Like, players have to be sold. There might be some players that some shock transfers. Like, you know what I mean? You might have to say goodbye to Rashford. You might have to say goodbye to these man. Do you know what I'm saying? But realistically, is he really going to do all of this? Like, is he really going to do all of this? Because how much money you get for Rashford? Realistically, 50 million if you're lucky. Yeah, at this present moment in time. Yeah, Hojlund, you can't cash Hojlund. You might not.
Let's talk about Hojlund. That's what I wanted to say. Traps, because someone Big Ben says, when will people speak about Hojlund? Broski's mad average. Mandem, yeah, let's have an honest conversation without slandering Hojlund, yeah, because there's no point. He's just come through the club, yeah. Chat to me, Mandem. Do you reckon? Obviously, he only got one pass today from Anthony Garnacho, yeah, but there was one pass, yeah, where he should have got into the box quicker. There was a cross that came in.
Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony.
All thinking the same. He's got to be on the end of that.
Is it a case of he's not all that, he's not getting service, or did we just buy him in the wrong time when United? And I said it in the summer, Man United do not need Hojlund this summer. I said it to people. I said we needed more of a Vlahovic type, someone who's ready for now. But people said project is part of it. What is it, Mandem? Is it the service? Is it the him? Florence, start with you.
Yeah, it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, a little bit of column C. Well, you said all of those things play a factor. Is he limited? Yes, I think he's limited, and I think he is average. Yes, he's not the guy for right now, and he's also not getting service. So in terms of him being limited, that you need to do more. How are you 6 foot plus, quick, powerful, and you're too easy to play against? Forget the service. That's my biggest problem with Hojlund, is him not doing the basics. So when I talk about the basics, I'm talking about stuff like running the channels, Like, utilize what you have. I'm talking about him not holding the ball up well enough. And on top of that, Ash, you mentioned it earlier in regards to Ronaldo when he was here, being a similar striker who was like, didn't get a lot of touches, but players would look for him. In the fact of him not getting service, yes, that is slightly on him, without doubt. However, you got to start demanding the ball. You don't demand the ball, you got to start shouting at man. Man has to have not a tear up in terms of physicality, but you have to start shouting at man. You know what I'm saying? Give me the fucking ball. You know what I'm saying? You have to start showing some personality and saying, yo, give me the ball. Start shouting at Anthony. Start shouting at Garnacho, Bruno. And I guarantee, if you do that enough in the game, guess what? You're going to start getting the ball. Because what you're doing is not working. So therefore, you have to find a solution. Are these players skilled enough to find you? Probably not. Because Traps mentioned it before when he said they didn't see his run. Maybe Anthony actually just didn't spot his run. But like I'm saying, demand the ball. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying fight, man. Start shouting at man. Start shouting at man.
I'm saying at this point, yeah, when you're getting
don't be fisted by that.
I'm saying fight,
yeah.
Man.
But my point is, do something. Man. That's why I don't hear the excuse of him not getting no service. Like solely it's everybody else's fault. If I'm a striker, a man are giving me 1 pass per game. You know what I'm saying? Between 2 wingers. That's not going on the whole game. 15 minutes. Yo, give me the ball. Oi, give me the ball.
Lie, yeah. If I get 1 touch here, you see when it's half time. Oh, you man want to pass me 1 time?
Give me the ball.
Cool. Wait till half time. Watch.
Give me the ball, man. I run pro clubs. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, man, pass me the ball once. Give me the ball. What are we doing? Give me the ball.
You know what I think it is? I think we bought the wrong profile of striker. He's not a striker to begin with. He was a wide player at Atalanta. You know, he's not, and he's a player that was used to playing on the counter and playing on the break. You know, getting the ball into channels. A bit similar to Rashford, really. He's not an in the box striker. He's not that. He never has been that. So the idea that Ten Hag was buying this in the box poacher, he wasn't buying that guy. Do you know what I mean? So he's misidentified another player like he has done with Anthony, has done with Mason Mount, and as with others as well in the past. And when you consider that, okay, yeah, he's not getting the service, but whenever he does get the ball, you know, what's his first touch like? It's been pretty poor, hasn't it?
His first touch is
been
dead.
horrendous.
It's dead.
I'm getting visions of Lukaku, do you know what I mean? I'm thinking Lukaku looked better with his first touch.
You know what's crazy, Ash, is when I say he's easy to play against, that was exactly my criticism of Lukaku. For all that physical attributes you have, defenders are having too much of an easy time. If you're second best and the defender gets the better of you in a game, cool. But defenders are comfortable. Shots not dirty.
Close control.
You know what I'm saying?
No close control as well.
Free balls, not sweating.
Away from him. Yeah.
Do you know what it is as well? Yeah. Do you know what it is as well? Yeah. You see, look, like you said, he's still developing as a. I mean, I think for me, he's always 1 second. He's always 1 second behind the play or 1 second in front. Of the play. Yeah. He's never ever on time, and that shows his maturity. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he needs to be coached. Yeah. To be whatever, to be that guy, and he has time, and he's young. Yeah, he's young. But my thing is this: when you pay 70 million, when you dip into the kitty and you draw for 70 M's or whatever it is, like you're looking at the product that other teams will be looking at. We're buying a ready-made guy for that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? We're buying a guy that's gonna come in. He's proven. He's this, that, and the other. If you're gonna, cool, you might bought him for the future, but it would have made sense if you would have said, all right, cool, we're spending 70 on Hojlund, but we're also going to get such and such a person, or I don't know, say
a veteran striker to kind of teach him, to get him under his wing.
We're getting Mitrovic as well. You know what I mean? Say that for instance, we're going to get Mitrovic. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but Mitrovic, he gets goals. He's a nightmare.
Mitrovic. I said that though, but they didn't want to hear it. I said Vlahovic. I said Mitrovic.
There needs to be. He should have been one of two, and this ties into Manchester United not doing that. It should have been Hojlund as the backup to a senior striker. I'm more of a senior, and then that's the two where it should have been.
Dominic Solanke.
All right, no Mitch. Get someone from out. If it's not Ivan Toney, get someone from outside the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Mitrovic, Solanke, Dominic Solanke, you know.
Looking strong, is holding up the ball well.
No, man.
First touch decent.
Those Ollie Watkins, man. Like this is where we're at. No.
Man, it's mad. Yo, big up to WJ Barrett. WJ Barrett.
I know, man, five-a-side who an improvement, Ash. I know you know Don to an improvement.
Yeah.
I know you know, man, who kick ball who an improvement on what we've got right now. Facts.
Do you know what's mad as well, though?
Before you go, Traps. Before you go, Hojlund, big up to WJ Barrett says Hojlund just Hojlund just can't finish. Imagine we pay 70 million for prospect. He ain't it, guys. Trust me, we need a bagsman that's ready. He's dead. Wow, man. The compassion to Neville's Valencia has done me. Yo, broski, I'm telling you, Dan, man, it's that peak. But yeah, Traps, you're gonna say something there.
Yeah, I mean, you see, what United fans need to understand as well is that after what you've seen, after what this manager has done, don't be expecting no top talents to want to come here. Don't be expecting it. Do not expect anyone with a brain cell and a decent agent is telling Man United to fuck off. Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Like, you've seen it's too many players now. Too many players keep coming here and failing. Yeah, and you can say it's down to the manager or it's down to people. Some people blame the board or whatever they want to do. But the truth of the matter is this: that these players are coming here and they haven't got the right mentality to play at this club. Simple as that. We need better players. Yeah, and I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the players we have to start looking at. Some of these up-and-coming stars that have got this mentality, because some of these players that are paid for hundreds of thousands a week, they just haven't got the mentality to cope here. They can't cope. They can't cope. So don't expect any top talent to come here from now on, unless you want to go back to paying them 300 bags a week for them to do absolutely nothing.
You know what, Traps? It's already looking like Hojlund is scarred, doesn't it? It looks like he's almost a bit shell-shocked. You know, the lack of service. He stopped running as much. He stopped putting in that just the work rate. He stopped tracking. He stopped pressing. He just doesn't seem to be the same player when he was in the first couple of games where he looked exciting. He looked powerful. He looked like he was going to get a load of goals. And then slowly, it's like his soul's been destroyed. Do you know what I mean? Just by this Man United.
If you're coming at a game 17 of the season, bro, and man are parking to you one time. How are you going to feel?
Soul destroyed.
Soul destroyed.
Flawless is right. He needs to wind out on the man them and say, bro, what's going on, bro? What? Can't you see me? Are you mad?
And he's 6 foot plus. They go pay attention. Someone 6 foot plus. You know what I'm saying? Who has his physical stature, starts going crazy. Guaranteed they go pass him the ball. Guaranteed.
Benny should be telling him conversation. Benny should be telling this. He's got the experience. He should be telling this. He should be saying this to him on the training ground. And I don't know what's going on there. But, you know, since he's come in, our goals have completely dried up. So maybe we should be looking at bringing in, better coaches around, because Ten Hag's proven that, you know, when it comes to picking the squad and picking the players, he's not right. I mean, to be fair, we just need to get rid of it all of it. Like you were saying earlier, Flawless, just rip it all up, burn it, blow it all up, gone. Just get it all gone. Start
everything.
Again.
Everything. Restart. Pull the plug. You know what I'm saying? Wipe the system and go again. Like, that's what it is from the manager, the coaches, the players, recruitment,
everyone,
medical staff,
right, everyone.
All the higher
everyone got to go. The stewards out. He wants the stewards gone.
The stewards gone. The car parking attendants, the receptionist, the canteen staff, the chef, everybody, the kit man, everybody involved with this.
Bro, everyone's involved, because look at the chef, man. The chef are trying to ruin it as well, man.
The chef can go. You know what I'm saying? The waiters, I'm sorry, the people working at the concession stands, everybody. Bye. You feel me? Everybody gone, man. Like, I want anyone involved with this. Anyone who has any of this losing.
Boys, have you seen our stats department? Have you seen our data analysts and our data scientists that were brought in over the past 12 months? They were brought in from a Manchester firm called N Brown. N Brown, it's a retail marketing company. Now, those are going to be the head of our data scientists. Never had any experience in football at all. And in that company, over the last 5 years, they've lost over 85% value. So why are we bringing in data scientists from a company that's failed? Like, what?
The man said bring psychologists.
Madness.
They ain't helping nobody, man. They ain't helping nobody. What did Ten Hag bring? What was the hotel that he brought in to say he needs to get closer to the players? My man brings the players in 5 hours before kickoff as well, you know. What's he bringing in 5 hours before kickoff, by the way?
Yeah, madness.
What's that all about?
Sitting around doing nothing for 5 hours. Is
this a Sean Tomlin from TikTok and that, yo? Let us know in the chat, guys. I don't know, yo, listen. Sean Tomlin's the one that's been saying, yo, Hojlund and that. Ain't that the Sean Tomlin? Hey, listen.
I see what man never say.
Oh, no, that's Sean Mills. That's Sean Mills. I big up Sean Tomlins, man. Because I thought I was a Hojlund lookalike, yo. I thought, yo, allow Hojlund did it, man. He did a watch along
Oh, the
for the game
miracle
day. That's how
guy. You're
bad it is.
talking about the miracle
Yeah, the
guy.
miracle. Man,
Oh,
dude, yo, listen, we become
no.
we become meme, you know. We're meme FC. Man are doing watch alongs and that, bro.
Man, them are now saying Carrick in and that. Like, get Carrick in and that.
See, look where we're at, man. Talking
Right,
about
Give me an interim. Give me an interim to the end of the season. Give me an
Who?
interim.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Flick.
taking
Flick.
interim.
Flick.
Yeah,
I'm taking it to the end of the season. Flick. To the end of the season. Hansi Flick.
What
Well,
you got?
do you know how old he is?
Do you reckon Flick's
He's
accepting?
older
don't
than you
care.
think, you know. I
63,
thought he was
63.
young, him.
63.
That's why I'm
and
saying,
nine.
I'm
thought it was young.
not saying permanent. I'm saying till the end of the season, steady the ship. Someone who's been at the top level, succeeded at the top level, commands respect. Just steady the ship. I'd go get Hansi Flick till the end of the season. Then that gives us enough.
I personally don't think Flick's touching this with a barge pole, mate.
You know why he would? Money. We say, yeah, just yes, 100%. And he's in a no-lose situation.
If you're gonna get someone in there, you're gonna have to get someone like Van Nistelrooy or something. That's the truth.
No more
Bro.
ex-players, man. Let's cut this, man. No more ex-players. No one who's been involved with the club. No more.
I'm just looking at it from what this club will do. This club will get
you talking
someone
about
like
what the club
Van
will do?
Nistelrooy in that everybody loves. Yeah, that will be like, oh, Van Nistelrooy is here to save the day. We'll get a few couple. We'll have a little manager bounce, and everything will be fine.
Now let me look
And then
at some
before you know it,
managers that are available.
Nah, you know what I'd take for an interim, and this sounds ridiculous, I know, but I just want to see man get punched. Do you know what I mean? I bring Roy Keane in. I just kind of set a bit of set a bit of just kind of balls in the dressing room. Like I want, you know, at this point, I'd love Diego Simeone, because imagine what Diego Simeone would do to these players.
Bro.
I don't like his football, but it's just the attitude, because the lack of fight, the lack of desire. Oh, it's so frustrating to watch on the football field.
I'll tell you the managers that I'll tell you, hold on.
Them, man. Yeah?
Chaps. Let me tell you the managers that are available right now. Let me show you the managers that are available. So we've got Frank Lampard. No. Graham Potter, that's Musa's guy. Graham Potter. Tim Harkness. Joachim Löw from the former Germany manager. I don't know if he would come in, to be honest with you. Hansi Flick. Luis Fernandez. Antonio Conte is available. Rudy Garcia, who got sacked by Napoli. Manuel Di Maria. Paulo Rangoli. Robert Pires. I didn't even know he was a manager.
I had no idea he was a manager.
Slajic. Albert Kaledes. Sylvian Pipol. Stephen Cooper. Alan Tate. David Tivy. Nathan Jones. Julian Lopetegui. Sam Allardyce.
Hey, go get Big Sam, man. Go get Big Sam.
Javi Garcia. Ralph Hassan.
You know what, Side? You've got to ask the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to either set the culture or do you want the tactics? What do we need right now? Do we need to set a culture or do we need tactics? For me, we need to set a culture. Like this idea that this lack of work rate. One thing that United were born off was with hard work and graft. Just that desire, that desperation to win the ball.
Van Nistelrooy. Laurent Blanc's available. Grosso, who just got sacked by Lyon. Who else is available? Let me check here. Let me check the list, man. Diego Alonso. Anyone else that you remember? Scott Parker. Sampoli. Oh, he's available, yeah.
Sampoli would be crazy.
Hickenbottom, he got sacked.
Where's Bielsa these days?
No. Yeah, he's not available. He's at Uruguay.
He's at Uruguay, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. I don't know if he's cut for the job. Anyone else?
When he managing Rangers or something?
Pierre Aubameyang. Is his dad? His dad is a manager. I didn't know his dad's a manager. Pierre Aubameyang's got his dad's a manager, yeah?
Wait, is Aubameyang a junior? Nah, he ain't a junior.
His dad's a manager.
By the looks of it. Yeah, he's from Gabon, that other Aubameyang, so I think so.
Yeah, this is getting crazy now. Let's just stop this list, man. This is get Shevchenko. But yeah, man, that list is not that great, man. That list is not that great. Anybody saying here, Igor Tudor, good manager, dead coaches, broski. That list is dead. That's what I'm saying, guys, man. The list might be dead here, but it don't mean that we don't sack this manager. I'm sorry, man. It don't mean because that means then you have to go and get a manager and take him. Jim Ratcliffe, if you're coming in, go and collect your man. Who do you want to go and get? Go and say, I got the peas, come to the club. I think I've got this weird feeling it's going to be Graham Potter, you know. I don't know what it is, yeah, but I've got this weird feeling the manager's going to be Graham Potter. I know, bro, listen, strap in, because it's going to get ugly. You think Ten Hag's ugly? Wait till Graham Potter comes into the job. And Musa, And I think Rance wants him as well. I'm going to come to your neck first, pause. But I'm going to come to you,
Hey,
man,
yo.
first. You, man, wanting Graham Potter? I'm going to be on
Yo.
your... I'm going to be on to you, man. Because I don't want Graham Potter. I don't want this guy saying, the lads gave everything today. The lads...
We literally watched Graham Potter fail at Chelsea the same way Ten Hag's failing here. All of the issues.
But listen, nah. Come, flawless.
No,
Traps, let me ask you. Traps, let me ask you one question.
Traps.
Traps, let me ask you one question. Are all our criticisms, as Manchester United fans, us four here and others, all our criticisms of Eric Ten Hag not exactly the same as Chelsea criticisms of Graham Potter?
Nah, I feel like Graham Potter, yeah.
Well,
Graham
no. Forget what happened. I'm talking about from the fans' perspective. Talk to Chelsea fans. Ask them about Graham Potter, and it sounds like us talking about Ten Hag.
I can't take the Chelsea thing. Like, listen, don't get me twisted. I don't think Graham Potter should come here either. Yeah.
Okay.
But
thank you.
In his defense, bro, that Chelsea thing was a mess before he showed up, and it's still a mess now, and he never caused it. They're not dealing with the aftermath of Graham Potter. They're dealing with the entry of Todd Bowley, bro. That's what they're dealing with. Like, it's
all right, well, let me
ask
ask you this then, Traps. Would Chelsea fans take Graham Potter back now? Because they're in a worse position now. So would they take him back now? Because we're in a better position than Chelsea. I don't think they would.
They might do. You know why? Because he's a better ex. That's what it is. He's a better ex. So yeah, they might take him back. That's what it is. Run back Graham Potter. At least the football was better.
They wouldn't take Graham Potter, but they'll definitely take Jose back. They'll take Jose back again.
Oh,
100%.
Of course they take Jose back because that's again ex. That's what it is. Good times.
For the third time, bro.
Yes.
I'd take Mourinho back. At this point, I'd take Mourinho back.
This is where it's at. We take him back. We watch people fail in 4K. Go get new. This is what I keep talking about. You know what
no, this is just how bad Ten Hag is. That's all it is for us. It's not bad Ten Hag is. This is the worst football we've seen in our lifetimes, pretty much, innit?
He is bad.
It's horrendous.
No, but let me ask you a question, yeah? Is Louis van Gaal still the manager of Netherlands?
No,
it's not, is it?
Coleman now, innit?
Would you do a job to the end of the season? Do you reckon he would come in to the end of the season and do a job?
Yeah, I'd take him.
If we getting someone Dutch to, I don't know if he's still managing. Go get Hiddink, man. If we just doing the interim thing, where's Hiddink at? Is he retired? Hey, man, get him out retirement.
You know what? Yeah, listen, like I said, if these
balls out in the dressing room.
If this ownership had any pullback about it, yeah, then just go and tell Emery, listen, you're the man. We're taking you, blood. That's the truth. That's what I think.
Don't give me again. I'm just repeating this. I don't want any manager that's been in that is currently in the Premier League or been in the Premier League. Go get someone new, unless it's Don Carlo. He's the only exception. Bring me new. I'm tired. I'm tired of these managers who have been here. I'm
for Amarim at Sporting. No, he's the next big thing.
Oh, I'm with you on that. He's new. The point I'm making is don't bring me anyone who's been here previously or is already here. No.
What happened to man like what's his name? What happened to man like what's his name? Will Still.
Who?
Ron.
He's still there.
Friends.
He's still there. But I don't know about his TV, man. Bro, he needs to show his identification, bro. That's what he needs to do, man. Before we get onto that papers, bro, to find out whether he's got coaching badges. Listen, 20 times said no manager ever deserves to be in a job what Eric Ten Hag has done. Like, how is this man still here? And how can people back this manager? Crazy. And also here, big up to Siva. He says, keep an eye on OG Nice manager as the next Man United manager. Francesco Farioli, second earned behind PSG, assistant De Zerbi for 4 years and only 34 years old. He's also been hired by Sir Jim once at Nice. I don't know, bro, man. I can't lie.
Go check how many goals
you need a manager.
No goals.
You need a manager with clout. Yeah, you need a manager with clout, bro. Like when
that manager is Graham Potter.
When he steps in the room, Mandema got to be looking at him like you can't have chat for this manager though, because he's done things. He's done a lot of things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what you need to. You can't be getting a manager that's up and coming and that, bro. Because man, like, you know what these men are like. These men, anyone, even like Simeone and these man, them man come in there, blood. These man is gonna down tools and be move all mad. Yeah, you need a man that is a world-class manager that can gas up. You know that how Ferguson could get like man like Darren Gibson to play out of his skin for a game and that. Like you need them kind of guys, bro. That no man else shit but say, you know what, you're fucking good, you know, you're excellent now. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to do this. Get the ball to the byline and just pass it across. That's all I want you to do, yeah? I don't want you to do anything else. You can do it. You know what? Nobody else here, between me and you, no one else can do it. It's just you. These times he's going to tell them, these men are shit, bro. But you know what it is? I get in their heads and I make them play.
Because my management is my man. That's what that ties into it. With Simeone, people are saying he's playing better football at Atletico Madrid. He at least has the resume where I go, yeah, I could accept the Diego.
He's turning up on your doorstep. He's turning up on your doorstep. If you're not turning up, he's turning up on your doorstep. Yeah, he's taking no.
Like he's got the and he's been managing long enough. Like people want these new managers, and I'm like, you're asking man to drive a Formula 1 car with L plates. What are we doing here? Like, this is Manchester United Football Club. Word to you, Saeed. A man have got the red L plate on a Formula 1 car. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't just, just 2 seasons or a year and a half and you're giving man the Manchester United job.
Man them in the chat saying Wenger in that. Wenger in
that. Take it a bit easier.
Wenger, no. We ain't doing that. No, I want to take Conte. No, not for me, man. Not for me, Conte.
Tired of these man who failed in the Premier League. Conte, Mourinho, Potter. No, man. Girl, we taking failures from elsewhere, man. Back to the girl thing. It's not like that where, one relationship didn't work. It might work with you. No, shit don't work like that. Go get someone new.
We say Don Carlo, yeah?
He's the only previous manager that has worked here that I would take because he's actually been successful.
I don't think he'd have the motivation to do so well.
You know why I think he has the motivation?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know why I think he had the motivation, Ash? Because he went to Everton. That tells me that, you're down for a project. He went to Everton Football Club.
On the finished business as well.
Yeah, but he didn't do too well, man.
No, but you know what it was? It got stopped before we could see because he went in there in a January. He had the January, then I think he had 1 season. And then halfway through the second season, he went to Real Madrid and won the Champions League and won the La Liga. Like I said, Don Carlo just out here doing extras. You know, like we have to use this analogy before. You know when you're playing, when you're playing Grand Theft Auto, and then you can clock the game and you just run around doing side missions. That's what Don Carlo's on. He's out here doing the yoga missions and that and all the side stuff. That's what he's on.
What about Zidane though?
I would take Zidane.
He ain't gonna come, he don't like his girl. His wife don't like England weather, man. She don't like English weather. Yeah, and in Manchester,
leave her. Hey, we don't need. Hey, we don't. No disrespect to Zidane. We don't need her to manage. You know what I'm saying? You can stay in France. Like, we don't.
Hey, but listen, is France weather any better than England's though?
Nah. Depends which part. He's from the south, though, isn't he? I think he's south of France.
He's Marseille. That's where he's from.
Yeah,
I don't know if he lives there. I hope he lives there.
Well, listen, man. Big up to Sean Tomlin. Says Kane will struggle in this team. Ten Hag has destroyed Hojlund like he will with mine up.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying. Kane would increase our build-up play. He'd help assist and create. Look how many goals he got, Son, for the season. Do you know what I mean? The season prior. Look at how many goals he's getting. Coleman and Gnabry and the rest of them boys over there. I think Kane comes into this team like Hojlund's just not been able to. He's not been able to like get himself into the play and bring others into the play. He's playing by himself on an island, waiting for service. He, like what Flawless was saying, he's got to start screaming at his teammates. He's got no desire for the ball. He doesn't want the ball. Do you know what I mean? He looks like he's scared when he gets it.
You got at the same time, we have to remember as well. This might be he might be just doing the manager's instructions, and it's just not working out. That's the truth.
You can do the manager's instructions in terms of making runs, but I guarantee there's no way. I think if he starts shouting at man to give him the ball, Ten Hag's gonna say no, don't do that.
But at the same time, Flawless, how can a manager sit by and watch your striker get passed to one time and not have nothing to say about it?
Because we've watched our manager do all this type of foolishness. We watched him play. We've watched him do foolishness all season. Like what we do.
But you know what, Trax? He blames Hojlund, doesn't it? Because when you look at it, he's taking him off at 70 minutes, thinking you've not done enough. You know what I mean? So I think he blames Hojlund for not doing enough.
And that's why it is. I think Ash, you said it there. He's got to start demanding it.
For what though? Blame what for what though? Blame what for what though? I don't understand.
I genuinely believe.
Why is he taking him off then, Saeed? Like, why is he taking him off? It's madness.
He should have took off Garnacho. He should have took off Garnacho.
Listen, you see that? Listen, I'm telling you now, as bad as Rashford this year, see them 2 chances that Garnacho.
He's really bad. He's really bad.
He scores one of them, you know.
That cameo is 2 cameos in the past 2 games, the Liverpool one and the West Ham game.
But is there a cameo now? I need to see that top man.
Bro. He doesn't. Flawless. He don't listen.
Better be
a man. Yeah, that is a man. When I see him playing, he doesn't care.
You think he don't care? I just think his confidence is in the bin. I'm not gonna lie. I think his confidence is shot.
My days, they got him over for the copyright, man.
Halfway through the season, and you haven't seen this Once, bro.
Oh man,
Remember what you
I
have
missed
from the Everton man them. You see them.
What
Nah, we
side?
seen
What
it
you
against Arsenal.
He didn't even
Sorry?
do it then, did he?
Nah, he did.
What?
I'm sure. We're not thinking that done it. I'm sure that was Saka that done it.
Man, he scored against Arsenal though.
No, he scored against Arsenal, but he never done a celebration.
Did he
That's
not?
what I'm trying to say.
Nice.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's
Let
not
me ask you a question. Does Rashford score them goals? You know what it is with me though, with that chance. You know, by the way, yeah, to let you know, people know, yeah, Manchester United are 20th last in terms of conversion rate this season. Conversion rate this season, Manchester United are bottom of the shot conversion rate this season. I think they're 19th behind
surprising, is
Sheffield
it?
United. Behind Sheffield United, they're 19th. And
To
the
be
league
fair, we have
goals
to
to
score
score
to
19.
convert,
Yeah, but
don't
that's
we?
what I'm trying to say.
But 20 for conversion rate. 19 for goals scored, 20 for conversion rate.
Yeah, I'm not
You know how
hearing
bad
that
it
yet.
is, man.
Obviously, the manager can say.
Benny McCarthy, come
The
outside,
manager
man.
can say. People will turn around and say, "Oh yeah, the manager will like obviously the manager doesn't convert the chances and whatnot." But bruv, if you're bottom of the conversion rate, you got to change the man, bro. You've got to change it. You have to change it, bro. If it's not working.
That's
Bro,
it,
I'm
guys.
telling you,
Ancelotti
man.
has been a coach over 25 years and only won 5 league titles. So we're just going to ignore that he's the Champions League GOAT. We're just going to bypass that. And bear in mind, let me just clarify for everybody watching this. Like, Manchester United are not looking for a manager to take us where we are from now to Premier Leagues and Champions League. We are trying to just become a competent, organized unit again. Let's just become a top 4 side again. Let's go and compete on a regular basis for the second tier trophies, your Europa Leagues, FA Cups, and League Cups. That's where we are at as a football club. There's no manager in world football right now, you know what I'm saying, who's going to take us from where we are at to Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. So, I'm not hearing about, oh, he's only won 5
We know what our
league
level
titles.
is then.
What are we talking
just know
about?
our
Let's
level.
understand
Yeah.
where we are. What man,
Listen,
he's
I'll
only
be
won
real,
5
by the
league
way.
titles. What are we talking about, man?
By the way, did you see Vegas today, by the way? Did you see his interview today? Big up to Musa. Just put it in the chat to remind me. I'm going to remind you what he said, Vegas, yeah, in the chat, because I don't want to put it up on the screen because it's from the Daily Mail website. It's got loads of ads. He says here, they were super successful in the months which we hardly lost. I was also very important for the team as both a vocal point of play and a hard-working link between midfield and attack. He also says, yeah, only my goals were lagging behind. That dawned on me and was the reason why I lost my starting place. The Premier League is by far the toughest league in the world with what defenders, but we were rarely the dominant side creating chances. And the way we played was also different to what I was used to. In Germany, the team always played for me. I was the end of the line. At United, I mainly had to ensure that others could excel. I think I managed well, but whichever way you look at it, I would have liked to score much often. But the point he makes there, though, is that Man United barely dominate games. They barely create more chances than them. So we're not creating more chances for teams, and that comes down to the system. That comes down to the tactics as well. Yeah, I'm not saying
That should have been a warning sign.
I'm not saying he was unbelievable, Weghorst, but the warning signs were there. He's trying to tell people like it's a graveyard shift as well, and that comes down to the system. What Ten Hag is doing, he's catering towards other people. Like, why is he catering towards McTominay? It just, for me, it baffles me, man. You're catering towards McTominay. Like, even Bruno, like, okay, I don't rate him, but at least play him in a position where he actually might do well at. But then now you put him in this.
McTominay will be Ten Hag's downfall. That's pure. That's it.
Like so many.
See him in the team.
Like so many.
Listen, I don't want. Listen, with all due respect, yeah, I hear what Weghorst is saying, but bro, you didn't exactly bag goals for fucking Burnley either, bro. Let's be real.
I know.
Like, don't go on.
Do you get his greater point though? Do you get his greater point?
I get his point. Yeah, I get his point. And the truth is, yeah, the truth of it is that, yeah, the warning signs have been there from a very, very early stage, right? And everyone's talking about giving him time. And at the end of the day, you lose games in certain fashions, yeah? Like, we've lost games that we didn't have to lose. We lost games that we've thrown away. We've lost games that we are unable, yeah, to play, yeah, a game of football because we are unable. The system doesn't allow us to play a certain level of football in order for us to win. We didn't have to be at our best. We didn't have to be at our best today to beat West Ham. Didn't have to be anywhere near it to beat West Ham. But at the end of the day, We find ourselves here, and everyone can start pointing and saying, "Oh, this player wasn't good, and that player wasn't good, and that player wasn't good." But at the end of the day, it all boils down to this: the manager picks the team, yeah. And if the players do not play well, or the system does not work, the manager has the ability to change it. He has the ability to change the players, the system. He has the ability to spot problems and fix them. We've seen managers, man like Jose Mourinho would sub one off after 20 minutes if it ain't working out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like these kind of things, and that's what I'm trying to say to him. If I was seeing something in for instance, if I was seeing him being proactive in a match, and this is not working, so let me change this. Right. This I'm changing. I could say that, you know what, this man is actually trying to do something. But people are saying that he's going to die on this McTominay sword, he's going to die on this this Evans sword, he's going to die on this Onana sword or whatever sword. But at the end of the day, right, he is not identifying the issues that everybody can see. Yeah, and it's getting to the point now everybody can see it. Yeah, there's man. You got little kids. This man has got little kids crying. Yeah, crying at West Ham.
Oh, like crying.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. When the kid laughed, I laughed, yo. When I see the kid, I laughed. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm going to hell. It made me laugh. I'm sorry, man.
Bro, yeah. You got you back, man. Yo, listen. They shouldn't be crying. Kids shouldn't be crying, man. They shouldn't be crying.
West Ham.
Hey, you know why? Hey, get used to it. You know what I'm saying? In that, get used to it. That's what I'd say.
In reality,
get used to it, man.
In reality of this is a nothing game. No one wins anything here. No trophies are getting won here. No one gets relegated. No one gets knocked out of a cup. You have got little kids crying with your football, big man. Yeah, people are bawling over your ball. Your ball stinks that much. You've got little kids. He's probably waiting for so long, yeah, to go watch United, to go watch that shit. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. But like, look.
I've stopped telling my kids. I've stopped telling my kids of the results. They asked me now. I said, "No, we didn't play this week." Do you know what I mean? I'm not embarrassed of it for my kids. Do you know what I mean? I just keep saying loss after loss after loss after loss. 13 times this season we've lost.
Let me tell you the stats.
But what you got to understand though, Traps? Yeah, go on. Go on, say.
Before you go, Flawless, big up to Alice Talks Football. She says here, Man United ranked 17th for goals scored this season in the Premier League, relegation level. Over 6 hours without goal, more than any other Premier League team. Most losses before Christmas since 1930. 0 chances created for striker, but instead of changing the system, he changed his striker by playing a winger there. Well, Tommy has 13 consecutive 90 minutes despite being for sale and dreadful when he doesn't score. 20 losses in 2023, most since 1989. 0 wins against top 9 away from home. Wow. Look, bro, 20 losses.
That's it,
2023. Most since 1989. And you're telling me to trust the process.
Hey, I'll be real. I feel like anyone that's above Ten Hag right now has blocked his number, bro. He's blocked, bro. He can't even speak to no one above his level, because there is no way anyone who's not watching this, and there has to be a meeting. There has to be what's going on? Like, what's going on here? Like, I've seen this, we've seen this. Like, all the analysts have said this, and this. What is going on here? The football's not good enough. What's going on here? By the end of the day, like I just think that, look, I think we're all in agreement that he has to go. Like, that's the truth. He has to go. Yep. But
I don't think everyone is though, Traps. I think there's still people who are still back the process.
Well, anyone that is Ten Hag in right now, I demand a drug test, bro. I demand a drug test, bro. Before you speak to me about Ten Hag in, you have to provide a specimen here of a certification that you are not on drugs.
Hey, word to Traps, man. He made the little kids. He made kids cry. He made the little kids cry, man.
Making kids cry. This football is making children cry, bro. Ridiculous, bro.
Flawless is loving it.
Listen, people, we're gonna wrap this up. Final thoughts from everyone. Man.
Sorry,
Ten Hag needs to go.
Makes me laugh, yo.
No, I know, bro.
Oh man, I don't go to help people. I'm sorry, in it. Like,
imagine you're at the game, yeah. You're at the game. You're in your seat, yeah. You're losing 2-0, and you got this little kid crying next to you. But what are you going to tell?
You know what? It's crazy.
What words do you have for this
and then they cut to another kid who just looked stressed, man. I watched this kid age. You know what I'm saying? In time, he was just like this, yo, with his hand.
Like, what do you tell this kid? Do you know what I would tell the kids?
Hey,
I don't know.
get used to. Hey, tell him get used to it. I've
don't know.
been there.
I've
been there,
I
man.
don't know.
I'm telling you,
I give him a sweet or something.
This is life.
I give him a sweet or something,
This
man.
is life.
I'll be like, yo, take this little
I
Haribo.
tell him get used to it, man. Like this is a learning curve. I've been there as a kid.
This is a life lesson, yeah.
Yes.
I tell him something like, listen, you see, when you lose, don't lose the lesson, bro. Yeah, good luck with your future. That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
Understand that disappointments
Bro, I
happen
had my
in
little
football.
brother. My little brother messaged me, man. Bro, I told you already, man. I told you already. He said to me, "Yo, shit, haha." He said, "Haha, boring, haha." And then he goes, "Even now at 6:43, yo, shit." So I went, "Yo, allow me in it, allow me." That's what I said, allow me in it.
Bro, listen.
He's 17, 18. I said, "Allow me, man, allow me." I said, "I didn't even say
remember,
shit.
yeah.
Yo, crack on." I said, "Allow me."
He's a United fan as well.
Listen, just remember, yeah.
No, City
This
fan,
game
City
of
fan.
football, yeah. This West Ham game of football. Always remember this game as the game, yeah, where a little kid cried at the end and Said fell asleep on 66 minutes. Remember
Bro, I
that?
fell asleep. Shall I tell you?
Yeah, if I would have fell asleep by myself, to be honest. You actually fall asleep.
Let me see if I
You
can pull
actually
it
fall
up. Let's see
asleep.
if I can pull it up.
Said fell asleep on 66 minutes on stream, yeah, and the kid was crying. That's where we're
Bro, I
at.
fell
We're
asleep, man.
finished.
I told
We are
people, man, I
finished.
fell asleep. I fell asleep, man. I fell asleep, people, man. Listen, United are killing me, man. I told you, people, man. I told you, man. United are just killing me, man. I just can't do anymore, man. I just can't be bothered with this football club. You know what I'm saying? For those that were in my stream, they would have seen it. You get what I'm trying to say to you? They would have seen it and whatnot. But yeah, man, here we go, man. I fell asleep, man. 66 minutes. Bro, I pumped out for about a minute. The chat had to wake me up. The chat had to wake me up, man. Bro, I had enough, man. I was like, yo, listen. I didn't sleep last night, man. So
that's
I was like, let me catch up some sleep, man.
that's the new meme, man. I need to go save that. I'm using that as a meme.
Bro,
That is
save
my
that,
new
man.
meme. You go
Bro,
see that a lot of
save
people.
that.
I'm using that. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
I fell asleep,
using-
man. I was talking about that, and then BBL chat came in. Bro,
Man, that Said is a generational talent, bro. He is
Nah,
a box office generational
Broski.
talent, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
man,
Said,
I'm
yeah,
tired,
100%. Yeah, Said is box office generation 100%. Only this man's got so many quotes. Who has more quotes than Said in this game? You got so many quotes.
bro.
I just
I'm
can't
saying,
listen.
like I'd
Like,
stick it on my wall
listen.
in my like you have the live, laugh, love signs, man. Live, laugh, love, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Like you need
yeah,
some of
yeah.
Curtains
your
on the
quotes,
wall,
Said.
man.
The curtains on the wall. When you must,
Bro,
you didn't
They
must.
are,
That's
they
my
are on the wall, though.
that's
The
my
curtain is on the wall.
If you
I used that
must.
today. If you must,
The
when
curtain's
you
in the
must,
wall
you,
right
if you
now.
must, you when you must, you didn't must. I love that. That is brilliant. That is my personal favorite. When you must, you didn't must.
Broski,
Like that.
broski.
These
The
men
curtain
are
is definitely on the
these
wall.
men are definitely not musting, boy. These lot are musty. They're musty. They're not musty.
Musty,
They're
yeah.
musty. Yeah, they're musty.
They're crusty. They're crusty, man. Big up to Kai that says, come on, chat. Didn't hear we have to give
Oh
him
yeah, we have to
at
give him
least 4 years.
Yeah, I
Listen,
heard
listen.
this. Yeah.
Bro,
Lazy's
listen.
hiding again. Lazy, he's outside. He's outside. He's outside with his pops in it. Big up, man. We'll see him on Wednesday. Man. But listen, man, them final thoughts, man. Final thoughts, because I want to watch the boxing. The boxing's on in it. I've got to watch along with the boxing. So,
Let's go.
Traps, final words, bro.
Ten Hag out. Apologies to the little kid that was crying. Hopefully, I want his old man or his old woman to put in a complaint, say that Ten Hag made his kid cry. Yeah, Ten Hag is a bully. Yeah, and he needs to be relieved of his duties of immediate effect. Yeah, obviously, like this has now become an A&E stream. We were working Manchester United accident and emergency. So I'll probably see you here after we get battered off Villa.
Yeah, there you go. Make sure you follow up Traps on Instagram. Flawless, big up, man. Final thoughts, and then obviously shout out yourself and your channel and whatnot.
Yeah, final thoughts. If you're still getting upset by this and are still shocked by this, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying I'll exclude you if you're a little kid because you're not going to look at it as context. But I'm saying if you're grown and of a certain age and have watched us all season with these players and this manager, and you still get upset and still get irritated and are still most importantly surprised by what you're seeing, I don't know what to tell you. How much more evidence do you need to see before you just realize everybody's not good enough? Manager's not good enough. Players are not good enough. And these type of things are going to continue to happen. Win, lose, or draw, our performances are going to look like that. And that's what it is until this manager's gone and until somebody else brings in players. I mean, a manager comes in to bring in new players as well because this whole player power thing. But yeah, other than that, subscribe to Sarcasm City TV, man. Salute. Recently went past 9K, so big up for all of you lot supporting.
Come on, man.
Love for having me as well, Saeed, on here as always. Big up to Traps. Always good seeing Ash as well, man. So yeah, salute.
We got flawless, man.
Yeah, man.
Like that-
Big up, man. Big up.
I'm just thinking though, that kid's gonna become a super villain in 10 years' time, you know.
Yo,
Bro,
it toughens.
super
The thing
villain.
is, it toughens you up. I've been there as a kid. That's why when United lose, no, I'm just like, people are like, oh, why are you so nonchalant about it? Because I've seen us lose. It's nothing new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's nothing new. Like, I've seen us lose much worse games than away to West Ham between 7th and 8th. I've seen us lose titles on last days and stuff. I've seen us lose Champions League finals, Champions League semi-finals, Champions League quarter-finals, FA Cup finals, FA Cup semi-final. Like, it's different. That hurt different, man. Once you've been in wars, like, what is it? I'm saying, like, once you've been shot a few times and a few near-death experiences in regards to footballing, when I say that, this ain't nothing new. We did. We lost to West Ham away.
Facts, man. But big up to Flawless. Make sure you follow him on his socials. Sarcasm City. Ash, your final thoughts, and then obviously let the people know where they can find you, man.
Ten Hag out. I mean, enough's enough. You know, the curtains on the wall, all that. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's not going anywhere, is it? It's not getting better. You know, there's no hope. We're not seeing anything from the manager, from the tactics, from the players that are showing us and signaling that it's going to get better. If anything, it's only going to get worse, and it'll continue to get worse, like we've been saying. So Ten Hag out, unfortunately. I've never said a manager out in my lifetime. This is the first time I've ever said. Never said Mourinho. Never said Solskjaer. Never said LVG. Never said Moyes. Never said it. Do you know what I mean? Always back the manager. But this guy's got to go. 13 losses before the end of the year in the season. It's madness. But yeah, thanks for having us as always, Saeed. My Merry Christmas to the boys and to the chat as well. Merry Christmas, lads.
100%.
Hope you get everything you want and all that, and you know you have a nice time over this festive period and that. Follow us, Ash Meppers, on X and YouTube as well. Make sure you subscribe. I do United vlogs and that. So yeah, as always, pleasure for having us and Merry Christmas.
Nah, solid, bro. You too, man. Make sure you have a good Christmas, you Flawless Traps and that. And anyone who's in the chat as well, man. Don't let United ruin your Christmas and that.
Oh, facts.
Like I said, people.
Past that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I'm just looking forward to the food on Christmas Day. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I'm prepared and
mac and
prepped,
cheese
man.
And that and everything.
Oh, the mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Me strolling into the kitchen knowing that I've contributed nothing into the making of this food. Oh, great, man. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I'm saying?
You're rolling in.
You're rolling in for the second plate, fam. Knowing I've contributed nothing.
Yeah. And that's it, man. You get me? Like, nah, big up to everyone, man. Make sure you subscribe as well. We're less than 100 away now. Less than 100 away from 80K. You get me? Less than 100 away, man.
I'm saying
we're 98 away.
Ten Hag breaking all the wrong records, Saeed breaking the right records. Get him to 80K, thoroughly deserved. Look how many great content creators you see on his platform, man. So salute for having me again, Saeed, and I mean that all year round as well. Love.
Yeah, man. Now, big up everyone, man. Like I said, we'll be back straight after this. So this live will redirect you to the boxing. So if you want to just chill vibes and that, you know what I mean, come and join me. We're going to be doing the boxing watch along. And then obviously we got what do you call it? A couple of fights. Wilder's fighting as well. Obviously Anthony Joshua's going to be fighting as well. So make sure you tune in for that one.
Dubois beat Miller, didn't he? Dubois beat Miller.
Yeah, Dubois beat Miller nicely, comfortably as well. Man, done him over. I don't know. Lyndon Arthur lost, man. That's my guy, man. Lyndon Arthur. So commiserations for Lyndon. I'll message him later on. But yeah, man, big up to everyone here. And like I said, tune into the next stream. We're going to be live in literally a minute, people.